I haven't. Oh, AOC had actually said this. Now, this is before the indictment. This was before the indictment. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, a congresswoman from New York City, actually, she said, I do not see how Mayor Adams, this is 6 hours ago, so this is before the indictment. She said, I do not see how Mayor Adams can continue governing New York City. The flood of resignations and vacancies are threatening government function. Nonstop investigations will make it impossible to recruit and retain a qualified administration for the good of the city. She should resign. That post was made this afternoon. Oh, hold on. Is the mayor is on? Hold on.
Where?
Hold on. What's happening? What's happening?
Fair use. Fair use. Child, clearly I can't go to bed. Let me know that you can hear me. Clearly I can't go to bed. Ain't no going to bed. What is going on? Is there anyone in government that we can trust? Anybody, Bueller? Anybody? This is crazy.
I'm not aware. Is he giving an interview somewhere? Because he's not on. I don't see it on the official NYC mayor social media.
Bring you now more news, more New York officials calling on Mayor Eric Adams to resign here because of all of this. I want to put this up. You see there from the New York Times that Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez said Eric Adams should resign as mayor of New York City for the good of the city, because she becomes the most prominent Democrat to push for his ouster amid federal corruption investigations involving his administration. So AOC says this: I do not see how Mayor Adams can continue governing New York City. The flood of resignations and vacancies are threatening government function. Nonstop investigations will make it impossible to recruit and retain a qualified administration. That's just part of her statement there on social media. Linda Schmidt has the news statement. Mayor Eric Adams firing back at AOC here. We have it. Let's take that live here. Let's take that full. This is how Mayor Adams is responding to this, saying for anyone who self-righteously claims people charged with serious crimes should not be in jail, to now say that the second black mayor of New York should resign because of rumors and innuendo without even a single charge being filed is the height of hypocrisy. I am leading this city to protect it from exactly that kind of phony politics. The people of this city elected me to fight for them, and I will stay and fight no matter what. Okay, we are getting some breaking news in right now. This is quite something. Okay, this is coming to us from the New York Times, and this is quite stunning. I had just said in this entire story that we have been covering that no indictments, no charges had yet been filed in all of this scandal going on in New York City, in the mayor's office, City Hall, the NYPD, the New York City Public Schools. The New York Times has it right now that Mayor Eric Adams of New York City was indicted following a federal corruption investigation. That's according to people briefed on the case here. This is breaking right now. This is quite stunning here. We just read out that statement from the mayor firing back at AOC. AOC becoming the first New York member of Congress to call on Adams to resign. There are, though, in Albany, several state lawmakers who have already done just that, calling on Adams to resign. AOC becomes the first U.S. House member from the New York delegation to do just that. Now, Mayor Eric Adams of New York City has been indicted following a federal corruption investigation. Remember, he first came to power as mayor back in 2021 after winning that election there. And so we don't know what that indictment says. This is just from the New York Times. We're going to wait to see if other outlets confirm it, like the Associated Press. We're waiting on sources here at Fox as well to confirm what we just brought to you, as well as Fox 5 there in New York. And we'll wait to see from the mayor's office what their response is to this. And once that indictment, whenever it is unsealed, we'll have to look at what charges Adams is facing here. But that is the news right now. Mayor Eric Adams of New York City facing weeks of mounting pressure with almost everyone in his orbit being swept up into these scandals that have plagued the Big Apple for months. Eric Adams, the mayor, being indicted. We don't know on what just yet here, but that is breaking from the New York Times. Mayor Eric Adams has been indicted on federal criminal charges, according to people with knowledge of the matter that's being reported by the New York Times here. He will be the first mayor in New York City history to be charged while in office. This is quite something here. So the alleged public corruption right now is quite historic there. And welcome back here to Live Now from Fox. I'm Andrew Kraft. Like I said,
All right, y'all. I clearly am not gonna go to bed. All right. So I didn't know it was this close. I haven't been watching it. I can't do everything. Oh my God, what is going on? Someone call Cat Williams and tell him to stop. Tell him, all right, stop. I need somebody to call Cat Williams and tell him to stop. Cause I didn't know. So him and Puffy about to be in the same damn jail cell? Oh, Lord. All right, let's look at this. Haven't been able to keep up with this, y'all. I knew some grumblings was going down, but I didn't know this is where we were. But Tiffany's still out here? What the hell? Let's watch this. This is from 2 weeks ago. FBI raids the homes of top aides for New York City Mayor Eric Adams. He has been indicted. Wow.
Said before the break, trouble in New York. Live picture there over the Midtown Manhattan skyline. You see there the Chrysler Building, smack dab in the middle. Well, this is what we are learning. The FBI has raided the homes of at least 3 top New York City officials closely connected to Mayor Eric Adams. Also, I'm putting up this post on X from our friend there, Fox 5's Morgan McKay, saying a law enforcement source telling Linda Schmidt at Fox 5 that several NYPD executives, including the NYPD police commissioner, were asked to turn over their phones immediately to investigators at the U.S. Attorney's Office with the Southern District of New York. Investigators will also be looking at emails. Well, I had the chance to catch up with Fox 5 New York reporter Morgan McKay about what is going on here with officials there at the NYPD and connected to Mayor Eric Adams. Let's watch.
Volume.
Searched the homes of 2 aides in the administration of New York Mayor Eric Adams. In addition to the raid, the phone of an NYPD commissioner was also seized. We want to bring into the conversation right now our friend there at Fox 5 New York, Morgan McKay, with the latest. She joins me. Morgan, good to see you here. What's going on with these FBI raids and seizures? More and more of these New York officials being swept up in this. What's going on?
We're talking about a massive operation here, Andrew. The FBI raiding the homes of at least 5 people close to New York City Mayor Eric Adams. We're talking about 2 deputy mayors, the school's chancellor, and reportedly even the NYPD commissioner.
Child, where's Tiffany's? I mean, I don't want to keep bringing it back to her, but what is going on? What is going Shout out to Daniel. Crime is down, child. Clearly it's up as mayors. Mayors ain't shit. Who's going to listen? Y'all need to get out here and start running for these positions, child, because these people clearly are just wilding out here. Everybody is wilding. How the hell can you hold the regular people accountable if these people are out here wilding? This is crazy. Shout out to Hannibal. I know you've been covering it. I didn't realize it was this bad and this far. This is not what I was expecting on my 2024. This is not what I was expecting on my bingo card. This is crazy. Oh my God. Oh no.
A testy school's chancellor, David Banks, did not answer questions about the
Another ninja. Oh Lord, another ninja. Monique said there was a judge that offed himself for Yo, we got to get out of here. Hannibal said Adams got right. How Mayor Adams get indicted before? Yo, how Adams get taken down before Big Tiff? You think that that's going to keep her from, you think that's going to make her calm down? I don't see it. Child, my mouth is dropped open with this one, but oh my goodness gracious. And this ninja, who is this child?
FBI raid on his home in Harlem that he shares with Deputy Mayor Sheena Wright. It is unclear at this time if the raid was targeting one or both of them, but electronic devices were seized from their home. FBI agents on Wednesday also raided the home of Deputy Mayor for Public Safety, Phil Banks.
Oh, another ninja. Oh, ninjas. What is going on? Is this white supremacy? Seriously, what is going on? Somebody tell me. What is going on?
The brother of David Banks. Phil Banks' attorney, Benjamin Brofman, confirmed this for us this afternoon. Phil Banks has been entangled with law enforcement before and was previously named by federal prosecutors as an unindicted co-conspirator in an investigation into a police bribery scheme during former Mayor Bill de Blasio's administration. Banks abruptly retired from the NYPD in 2014, but returned to city government after Mayor Eric Adams took office in 2022. Additionally, numerous outlets are reporting that the FBI also raided the home of NYPD Commissioner Edward Caban.
Oh, BIPOCs. BIPOCs. Oh, no. Shout out to our girl, Selma Haywood, up in here. I see you, hon. Always good to see you. She said they're all New York Dems. Oh, no. Lord, help your people.
A law enforcement source tells Fox 5 that several NYPD executives, including the police commissioner, were told to turn over their phones immediately to the U.S. Attorney's Office with the Southern District of New York. A spokesperson for the NYPD would not go into detail, but said, quote, the department is aware of an investigation by the U.S. Attorney's Office for the Southern District of New York involving members of service. The department is fully cooperating in the investigation. On top of that, FBI agents also raided the home of another Adams aide, Tim.
Oh, no. It's not funny. Oh, no. Another ninja. What is going on? I can't take this. I can't take it. I can't take it, child. Oh, Lord have mercy. Lord help your people. Lord help your people.
Pearson, who is currently facing multiple lawsuits for allegedly sexually harassing female employees and is facing a separate investigation for his role in a fight at a migrant shelter. A spokesperson for the U.S. Attorney's Office for the Southern District of New York would not comment on the investigation, but according to multiple sources, this investigation is likely separate from the federal corruption inquiry facing the mayor involving his campaign fundraising and possible ties to the Turkish government. In that investigation,
over there in Turkey where they getting the BBLs, y'all. This is too much. I can't take it. This is too much. I can't take it. This is too much.
Adams himself was served a grand jury subpoena in July and was forced to turn over his cell phones to the FBI. Agents have also raided the homes of his top campaign fundraiser and another one of his aides in connection with that investigation. City Hall Chief Counsel Lisa Zornberg in response said, quote, investigators have not indicated to us the mayor or his staff are targets of any investigation. As a former member of law enforcement, the mayor has repeatedly made clear that all members of the team need to follow the law.
Oh, okay. There you go.
And Adams today, as he was leaving City Hall, said to just a couple reporters that they are cooperating with federal investigators right now in terms of handing over anything that they might need, and says that he will continue to be the mayor. Andrew?
I got to ask, because I think in any other city, in any other mayoral administration, the residents of that city, the voters themselves, will be talking about this. This would be in the press all the time. Do New Yorkers know this is going on?
Yes. And this is not the first investigation that, the mayor is a part of, because at the end of the day, so right now we're hearing from a few sources that the investigation involving these 5 members of Adams' staff and the investigation involving him and his possible ties to the Turkish government and how that involves campaign fundraising. They're saying that those are separate investigations. But at the end of the day, Adams chose to appoint all 5 of these people to his administration. And it just gives this look that there is so much going on behind the scenes. And in a time when trust in public government is just so important, it is a shame to see something like this happen. On top of that, you have people like the NYPD commissioner, for example, now possibly communicating with the FBI in terms of, handing over his phone, whatever it might be, and being distracted and not focusing on what he needs to be doing, which is, of course, protecting the city of New York.
So, Morgan, where this story stands right now, all we know is the raids happened and the seizures happened. We don't know what it's related to just yet. And we don't know if there are any indictments coming, right?
Exactly. There have been no charges. Adams himself says that, for his investigation, that there's no wrongdoing there. Right. But for this investigation, of course, we haven't been able to get in touch with anybody close besides the school's chancellor, David Banks, which you saw there at the top. Right. And he didn't say much. But there have been no charges. The FBI is not commenting publicly.
Child, that was 2 weeks ago. Child, that was 2 weeks ago. That dude originally said that the Associated Press hadn't released anything. Well, that's changed, child. That's changed. The Associated Press is reporting that New York City Mayor Eric Adams has been indicted. Sources say, Lord. Eric Adams hasn't been indicted by a grand jury on federal criminal charges, child. Imagine if, hope we get that indictment. I want to read it. Child, I'm working on tomorrow's show because, yes, we're going to have a show tomorrow, but now it might be something different. The indictment detailing the charges against Adams, a Democrat, had to throw that in there, child, was still sealed late Wednesday. Oh, it's a coming, child. It's coming. According to the people who spoke with the AP on condition of anonymity, nobody can keep their mouth shut because they were not authorized to discuss the matter publicly. The U.S. Attorney's Office in Manhattan declined to comment. The indictment was first reported by the New York Times. I always knew that if I stood my ground for New Yorkers, that I would be a target, and a target I became, Adams said in a statement that implied he hadn't been informed of the indictment. If I am charged, I am innocent. I will fight this with every ounce of my strength and spirit. It was not immediately clear when the charges would be made public or when Adams might have to appear in court. The indictment marks a stunning fall for Adams, a former police captain who won election nearly 3 years ago to become the second Black mayor of the nation's largest city on a platform that promised a law and order approach to reducing crime. For much of last year, Adams has faced growing legal peril with multiple federal investigations into top advisors, producing a drumbeat of subpoenas, searches, and high-level departures that has thrust City Hall into crisis. He had repeatedly said he wasn't aware of any wrongdoing and vowed as recently as Wednesday afternoon. Child, ain't it Wednesday today? Woo! Wednesday afternoon to stay in office. Adams is the first mayor in New York City history to be indicted while in office. If he were to resign, he would be replaced by the city's public advocate, Jumaine Williams, who would then schedule a special election. Governor Kathy Hochul has the power to remove Adams from office. Oh, wait a damn minute. Hold on a second. So the governor can remove the mayor? Oh, I need somebody to let me know. Is that because he's indicted or she can just do it? Because if that's the case, then that means that Pritzker could remove Big Tiff. Woo! Woo! Lord help your people. Somebody need to let me know. Please, somebody. But Supreme Tim, but is it because he's been indicted or is it she could just do it just because if something is going wrong, that's like one of her duties? All right. Our girl said the governor needs to be indicted. Wait, you mean the mayor needs to be indicted in order for the governor to be able to remove him? Kiana said it probably depends on the state. Okay. State to state. Okay. All right. I'm about to say, because we be on Tiff's ass, including JB Pritzker. Hochul's office did not immediately return a request for comment Wednesday night. Well, child, the shit just came out 15 minutes ago. Hours before the charges were announced, U.S. Rep. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez called on Adams to resign, was the first nationally prominent Democrat to do so. Look at that. They be turning on you quick. They be turning on you quick. Man wasn't even charged yet. She over here talking about get your ass up. I'm in my Norbert phase because I watched it today. She cited the federal criminal investigations into the mayor's administration and a string of unexpected departures of top city officials. Well, you do need people up there to run the shit. I do not see how Mayor Adams can continue governing New York City, Ocasio wrote on the social platform X. Adams reacted with scorn, dismissing Ocasio as self-righteous. Well. The federal investigation into Adams' administration first emerged publicly on November 2nd, 2023. Oh, you know what it did? Because they went to his house. Yep. Brianna Suggs. Yep. I remember that. When FBI agents conducted an early morning raid on the Brooklyn home of Adams' chief fundraiser, Brianna Suggs. Ooh. At the time, Adams insisted he follow the law and said he would be shocked if anyone on his campaign had acted illegally. I cannot tell you how much I start the day with telling my team we've got to follow the law, he told reporters at the time. Days later, FBI agents seized the mayor's phones and iPad. Shall I get my iPad? As he was leaving an event in Manhattan. The interaction was disclosed several days later by the mayor's attorney. Then on September the 4th, federal investigators seized electronic devices from the city's police commissioner, schools chancellor, deputy mayor of public safety, first deputy mayor, and other trusted confidants of Adams, both in and out of City Hall. Federal prosecutors declined to discuss the investigations, but people familiar with the elements of the case described multiple separate inquiries involving senior Adams aides, relatives of those aides, campaign fundraising, and possible influence peddling of the police and fire departments. Imagine being in charge of the police at some point now. Woo! A week after the searches, Police Commissioner Edward Cabin announced his resignation, telling officers that he didn't want the investigations to create a distraction. About 2 weeks later, Schools Chancellor David Banks announced that he would retire at the end of the year. Adams himself insisted he would keep doing the city's business and allow the investigations to run their course. Over the summer, federal prosecutors subpoenaed Adams, his campaign arm, and City Hall, requesting information about the mayor's schedule, his overseas travel, and potential connections to the Turkish government. Whoo! Lord, help your people. This is too much. I can't take it. Shout out to Wanawa up in here. Thank you so much, Hannah. I appreciate you. She said many politicians, witches, and warlocks are being exposed this year. That's why I said, can somebody go call Cat Williams and tell them we surrender, child? We surrender, child, because we ain't gonna have nothing left, okay? Next year, many will happen. Deletions maybe will happen of them. Spiritual warfare since 2020. Wow. Child, that's too much. Let's go to the New York Post, child. Because you know they know. Eric Adams. Oh, this was as of 9:10 p.m. becomes the first sitting New York City mayor indicted in historical federal probe. Claims feds persecuting him over the migrant crisis. Oh, no. So they doing this because of the migrant crisis. Oh, okay, sir. Mayor Adams has been indicted by a grand jury on charges connected to a federal probe, sources told the Post. They out here yickety yakking. All right, is something about to come up? Let's see. We need to call the statement of emergency. We need to fund this national crisis. Details about the exact accusations remain unclear, but are believed to be connected to an alleged kickback scheme involving the Turkish government illegally funding money into funneling money into his mayoral campaign, according to sources. Adams is expected to surrender to authorities early in the week of September the 30th. Child, what's the date of today? The 25th, so Monday? Child, September 30th is Monday. So he's expected to surrender to the authorities early in the week of September the 30th. Child, you better watch out because they made Diddy do the day before. They technically could be in the same jail. Oh my God, this is crazy. This is crazy. Dark Side Harley Girl, I appreciate you, hun. Thank you so much for your support. She said, we know Big Tiff is next. Odds are 2-1. I'm gonna save my last like 3 sick days for when Tiff gets taken down so I can be here 24/7. We gonna be here. That's our big payoff, y'all. Wow. Oh my God. I ain't know it was this bad. Blah, blah, blah. Sitting mayor unsealed Thursday. Oh, tomorrow. I guess that's what we're doing tomorrow. They're going to unseal it tomorrow. The news first reported by the New York Times. Adams will surrender to authorities early next week. Always knew that if I stood my ground, New Yorkers, that I would be a target. If I'm charged, I am innocent and I will fight this They took your phones, y'all. I'm tired of people thinking that just because you deleted something that it goes away. Just because you deleted the message, you think it's gone. That's okay. We're all good. No. Why y'all still doing stuff on your iPad? Shall I get my iPad? In your phones? What is going on? Y'all supposed to be smarter than this. In a video statement released later, Adams said he wouldn't step down and pledged to fight these injustices with every ounce of my strength and spirit. I will request an immediate trial so that New Yorkers can hear the truth. New Yorkers know my story. They know where I come from. I have been fighting injustice my entire life, he continued. Excuse me. A rep for the U.S. Attorney's Office for the Southern District of New York, which is prosecuting the case, declined to comment. Sources close to Adams said late Wednesday that the mayor had not been told of the expected indictment. Following news of the indictment, cops set up barriers outside Gracie Mansion, the mayor's home, and forced reporters back from the house. Child, hold on. Let me see if there's any video of that. Woo! There, Eric Adams. Home. Lord, help your people. Oh. Child. I don't see nothing. He was just doing a community event yesterday. I wonder what he had for lunch. And now this is where we at. All right. The indictments unveiling will come after federal prosecutors recently demanded City Hall cough up all communications between the Adams administration, Turkey, and 5 other foreign countries amid the long-running probe. Adams' 2021 campaign had previously been served with subpoenas for information on its campaign donations, specifically those that had ties to Turkey. Why would he take money from Turkey? Anybody got any ideas? Why he would take money from Turkey? Why are we doing this? Sprawling record request then came in a July batch of subpoenas seeking details on all interactions between administrative officials in Israel, China, Qatar, South Korea, and Uzbekistan, the sources added. Who goes to Uzbekistan? All right, so this is can we go back to that? Mayor Adams' chief fundraiser raided by, that girl over kickback scheme. Oh, no, Rick. Adams City Hall and his election committee were also hit with grand jury subpoenas the same month, with the feds obtaining text messages, documents. So y'all over here texting Turkey on your iPad. In Kazakhstan, y'all over here just texting people on the iPad. U.S. Attorney's Office for the Southern District of New York have remained tight-lipped about the probe ever since it burst into view last November with a dramatic raid on top Adams fundraiser Breonna Suggs. Oh, it's just a picture. Former New York Commissioner Edward Cabin, out of there. Yeah, out of there, sonny boy. You out of there. This is too much. Oh, there he is. All right, let me see what else, y'all. This is too much. This is too much. All right, let's see what the New York Times got going on around her. All right. Oh, wow, they got it going already. The indictment makes Mr. Adams the first sitting mayor. We heard that. Here's the latest 14 minutes ago. He's been indicted on federal criminal charges. According to the people with knowledge of the matter, will be the first mayor. Indictment is sealed. Unclear what the charges are. I think we got a clue. Let me see what it says up here. Let's see the timeline. Let's go to the timeline. Timeline of key moments in the lead up to the mayor's indictment. Faces corruption. Sheesh. Stem from a broad inquiry that has been in progress for months. The charges against Adams stem from a broad public corruption investigation that began in 2021 and examined whether the mayor and his campaign conspired with the Turkish government that year to receive illegal foreign donations. So were the Turkish people trying to launder money in the United States, allegedly? You know what I'm saying? Is that what's going on? I'm trying to figure this out. Additionally, the federal inquiry examined whether Mr. Adams pressured the New York Fire Department officials to sign off on a new high-rise building for the Guess that explains it. I guess that explains it. Okay. The federal inquiry examined whether Adams pressured the New York Fire Department officials to sign off on a new high-rise building for the Turkish consulate despite safety concerns. So you want to put them in a building that's going to collapse? Agents also investigated valuable flight upgrades they believe the mayor received from Turkish. Ciao. So was Carmen Carlisle booking his trips too? Or maybe that was the girl whose home got raided first. She did it. And that's why they went and got into her house. Lord have mercy. It's one of several federal corruption investigations that have ensnared Mr. Adams' administration. Here are some key events that led up to the indictment of the mayor. Child, you can only have so many people in your web of bullshit, okay? You just can't have 15 people into it. Somebody ain't gonna do right. Nerds World said two fire department officials also caught up in this mess last week. Yeah. Shout out to Night Jade. No more black folks gonna get put into office. I hope him and Tiffany get matching cuffs. Lord. Monique said, Auntie Cam is cutting the red tape to build houses faster. Child, we better check her iPad. Allegedly. See, she's been talking to anybody in Turkey. Whoo, Lord. Okay, November 2nd, they raided the Brooklyn home of Breonna Suggs, a recent college grad. Child just got out of school. She already going to jail. Child, what is going on? Recent college graduate who had been in charge of Mr. Adams' fundraising operation when he ran for mayor 2021. Ms. Suggs was 23 years old when the mayor picked her for the job, and many Dems who worked in fundraising were shocked that he had chosen someone for the role with so little professional experience. They seized 3 phones, 2 laptops in her home. They also took papers and other evidence, including something agents identified as a manila folder labeled Eric Adams, as well as 7 contribution card binders and other materials, according to the search warrant documents. They said, child, your ass should have stayed in college and took a different job, because this is it for you, girl. November 2nd, 2023, FBI raised the home of an aide in the mayor's international affairs office and a former Turkish Airlines executive who served on his transition team. Investigators also searched the New Jersey homes of Rana Abbasova, an aide in Mr. Adams' International Affairs Office, and Sink Okal, a former Turkish Airlines executive who served on his transition team, according to people familiar with the matter. Why does he need an international office, though? Why does he need an international affairs for New York City? Anybody know? Anybody live from New York? Are you here? Anybody in New York know? Selma? What do you need an international affairs team for New York? Miss Abasaba was the mayor's longtime liaison to the Turkish community when Mr. Adams was Brooklyn Borough president. Mr. Okal was the general manager of the New York office of Turkish Airlines until early 2022. I can't. Rob said that New York is as big as most countries. You think that's the reason why? Shout out to Sergeant Tyson. Thank you so much, hon. I appreciate you. He said, I have been MIA. Yes, you have. Dealing with work in NYC. Living in Jersey. Evicting. Not evicting good mamas and now fighting immigrants trying to rent in one of my houses. Shout out to Sergeant Tyson. Shout out to you, and I appreciate you. Always good to see you, child. Not evicting good mamas, though, child. That's funny. Y'all ain't ish. November the 6th, 2023, the FBI seizes the mayor's phones and iPad. In early November, FBI agents approached Mr. Adams and his security detail after he had attended an event in Manhattan. The agents asked the security team to step aside before climbing into the... This sounds like a damn movie. The agents asked the security team to step aside before climbing into the mayor's SUV with him and taking his devices pursuant to a court-authorized warrant. The devices were returned to the mayor within a matter of days, according to two people familiar with the situation. Child, you can't have no secrets. Law enforcement investigators can make copies of data on seized devices. A lawyer for the mayor, they probably had something on there where they could just keep recording stuff too. He probably was continuing to use the phone and they were sitting there chomping on the bits listening. A lawyer for the mayor, Boyd Johnson, said at the time that Mr. Adams had not been accused of wrongdoing and had immediately complied with the FBI's request and provided them with the electronic devices. So this is the FBI. Diddy is the FBI. Child, they really could technically be next to each other in the cell. Shout out to Alex Rise. Thank you so much for your comment. He said all this started because he opened his mouth about the demon not giving him more migrant money. What demon? Biden? Who the demon? I don't know. We figuring out together. We figuring this out together. Okay, not technically sharing a cell, but I'm just saying they could be in the same prison, allegedly. But maybe Adams will get out on bail though. He could just have house arrest. Remember they gave it to the girl in Baltimore. Can't think of her name, even though she get to fly wherever the hell she want to. Oh, but Lord help your people. November 28, 2023, Adams announces that his chief fundraiser is out. Weeks after agents searched Miss Suggs' home, Mayor Adams said during a weekly press briefing that she was no longer managing his political fundraiser. So you just completely, allegedly ruined that girl's career and her moving forward. She just got out of college and now she's ruined. Ruined, I tell you. Who would hire her? I mean, Walmart is always hiring. Rest in peace to Kevin Samuels. He declined to say why he had removed her from the position. Ms. Abasova was also placed on leave after City Hall learned she had acted improperly, according to a spokesman for the mayor. Is Mayor Adams married? Anybody? Bueller. February 5th, 2024, a retired police office inspector pleads guilty to funneling illegal... Oh, nigga! Should my whole show just be talking about mayors? Because, child, this is a lot. This is a lot. Oh, my goodness. Dwayne Montgomery. Let me see if I can find what Dwayne Montgomery looks like. Hold on. Lord, help your people. Oh, no. Oh, no. No. I'm assuming this ninja right here, child. The one over the top. New Yorkers indicted in straw donor scheme for Eric Adams campaign. All right, Nerds World, shout out to you. No, he's not married. All right. Paul says he has a domestic partner, Tracy Collins. Woo, Lord, help your people. Dwayne Montgomery, a former police inspector, pleaded guilty to misdemeanor conspiracy, admitting to directing straw donors, people who make campaign contribution using someone else's money laundering. Oh my God, to contribute to the mayor's you colors, I tell you, I can't take it. So Dwayne, who was a police, he was an oppressor. So Dwayne is a former oppressor and pleaded guilty. So he admitted that he had straw donors. Mayor, this was it right here. He admitted it. He was directing straw donors to contribute to the mayor's campaign. I guess you could say that the mayor didn't know. Okay. Maybe. But I feel like the writing was on the wall. The FBI is busy this year, okay? Shout out to Ace Gates in the building. He said the feds are going after all the colored mayors, not the one we need them to go after. I mean, go after everybody, but child, we looking for big tips. This is a payoff though, child, because I was not aware it was this bad, child. Woo! Mr. Montgomery was indicted in July 2023, along with 4 construction executives and a bookkeeper. Mr. Montgomery agreed in his plea not to organize or host any fundraisers or to solicit contributions for a campaign for 1 year. That was his sentence. The mayor was not implicated in the indictment nor accused of any wrongdoing. I bet he was run off at the mouth, allegedly. Okay. Yes, please be mindful of what you're saying in the chat. I appreciate you all being here. Please hit the like button, subscribe if you are new. Redact in the chat, please. February 29, 2024, the FBI searches the homes of the mayor's Asian Affairs advisor. Lord. Sheng Tao! It better not be Sheng Tao. We got to get back to her before she gets taken down. I can't keep up. Yo, I'm old. I can't keep up. I should be in the bed. I got to go to work. Prominent fundraiser for his campaign. Agents searched 2 houses that belonged to Winnie Greco, an aide who was a prominent, this is all about fundraising, who was a prominent fundraiser and who had close ties to the Chinese community in New York City. She became the mayor's director of Asian Affairs when he took office in 2022. The searches were part of an investigation conducted by prosecutors from the U.S. Attorney's Office in Brooklyn, and it was unclear what the investigation was focused on and whether it was related to the mayor. Winnie Greco. Okay, so we got Turkey and we got Asians. We got Turkish and Asians. Okay, with the ninja. Turkish, Asians, ninja. All right. Somebody keep track. Agents also executed a search warrant at the New World Mall in Flushing, Queens, where Mr. Adams had made regular appearances, including to deliver remarks at a Lunar New Year gala. Is New World Mall like a real mall or something? July 2024, federal prosecutors serve a new round of subpoenas to the mayor, his election committee, and City Hall. The subpoena sought information in a number of areas, including travel by the mayor, his aides, and others, and fundraising. It was unclear what prompted the new subpoenas. September 4th, just 3 short weeks ago, federal agents seized the phones of the police commissioner, the first deputy mayor, the school's chancellor, and others. Top city officials who had their phones seized included the police commissioner, Edward Cabin, the first deputy mayor, Sheena Wright. All right, we know what Edward looks like. Let's see what Sheena looked like, y'all. Sheena Wright. This too much. This too much. All right. Here's Sheena Wright, child. We just saw her. She the one with the dreads. Sheena Wright. Okay. And her partner, David Banks. Lord. The school, and he was the school's chancellor. The deputy mayor for public safety, Philip Banks, oh, Lord have mercy, the third. Oh, Lord have mercy. Oh, yeah, that's the one they just talked about. That one right there who was in trouble before, but he decided to come back and do it again. Child. And a senior advisor to the mayor, Timothy Pearson. Oh, my God. Shout out to Thanos is right. The racism he's experiencing means the indictments don't work for us the same. Oh, no. This is too much. This is too much. The seizures appeared to be separate from the corruption investigation. Damn! Separate from the corruption investigations focused on the mayor and his campaign fundraising, but the actions further destabilized his administration. Terrence Banks, a consultant who is the brother of both the school's chancellor and the deputy mayor of public safety, had his home searched and his phone seized. Agents seized the phones of his brothers because they believed they might find evidence of bribery and other crimes, including fraud and violations of the Travel Act, according to people with knowledge of the matter. There's a Travel Act? Did y'all know there was the Travel Act? So Edward Cabin resigned as New York's police commissioner this month. He had faced calls to do so for several days after news broke that he was entangled. There we go with the entanglement in an investigation. So September the 12th, well, at least he resigned on September the 12th, not September the 11th. The police commissioner resigns. Cabin, the New York police commissioner, resigned at the request of City Hall, which asked him to step aside after federal investigators seized his phone. Media coverage about the investigations had created a distraction for the department. Mr. Cabin said in an email to members of the police department, lawyers for Mr. Cabin said in a statement that federal prosecutors had told them that he was not a target of the investigation and that he intended to fully cooperate with the government. September 15th, the mayor's chief counsel resigns. Well, child, I guess the damn dominoes was just falling this month of September. Lisa Zorn, let me look her up. Come on, Lisa. This is a new name. Zornberg. You can't be colored, child. You can't be. Not with a name like that. Come on. Let's see. Whoops. I did it wrong. My bad. Oh, Lord. Nope. She looked like she could be RBG's daughter. She looked like who is her, what is her name in Scooby-Doo, child? The one with the glasses. Lisa Zornberg steps down. NYC's chief legal counsel, Lisa Zornberg, said she the lawyer? Oh, child, just hire Odelson or what's the name? Begin with a G down there in Thornton Township, child. Just hire them. Just hire them. Shout out to J Doe. I see you, hun. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. He said anyone who would give Diddy the key to the city a clown. Diddy said he ran New York City. Diddy said he ran New York City. So that would make sense. Because, colors like to be cool. Come on now. Let's tell the truth, shame devil. So let me see. Let's get this straight. So September, the phones were seized on the 4th. Cabin was gone, the police commissioner, on the 12th. The lawyer was gone on the 15th. September 16th, 2 former fire department chiefs are arrested on bribery charges. Brian Cordacasco, at the age of 49, child, y'all be doing this stuff all late and wrong. Let's see what he looked like, child. Oh, finally, a white man on White People Wednesday. Oh, that's both of them. Let me see what the other one name is. So ghetto, sorry. Anthony Saccavino, 59. So Brian Cordasco, 49, and Anthony Saccavino, 59, ran the department's Bureau of Fire Prevention until earlier this year. They were arrested and accused of accepting tens of thousands of dollars in bribes to speed up the fire safety approval process for building projects across the city. There was no indication that the case is related to any of the federal corruption investigations swirling around the mayor, his campaign, and some of his most senior aides. September 21st, 4 short days ago, federal agents searched the home of the interim police commissioner, Thomas Donlin. Oh, Lord, let's see what he looked like. Lord have mercy. This is too much. Thomas. Eric Adams taps ex-FBI official Tom Donlin as interim police commissioner after Cabin's resignation. Wait. So wait a minute. Cabin resigns on the 12th. And Donlin, I guess, took over on the 21st, and then they searched his home. Oh my God. They ain't even had, it's not even 2 weeks. It hasn't even been 2 weeks. Thomas Donlin, who took the interim role after Mr. Cabin resigned, y'all, that was only 2 weeks ago, said federal agents searched his home. Child, all he did was accept a job. They said, Ninja, you going down too? Can't do this. I can't do this. That were unrelated to the police department. According to 2 federal officials with knowledge of the matter, the materials were classified docs that have been in Mr. Dolan's possession for years. Does anybody do their job? Does anybody do their job like they supposed to? Wow. Shout out to Selma. She said, we in crisis in the city. We have no police commissioner, no fire commissioner, no board of education chancellor, no health commissioner. It's open season, child. You're about to not have a mayor. You already got AOC talking about get your ass up and get out. Woo! September 23rd, 2 days ago, the city's health I mean, even though that's what you just said, but what is this? 2 days later, 2 days before today, the city's health commissioner says he will resign. Dr. Ashwin Vasan, let's see what Ashwin looks like. Lord have mercy. Lord, help your people. Help your people. Can we just do the right thing? Are you from Turkey, sir? That's him. Ashwin Vasan resigns from Adams' administration as Mayor, come on now. Everybody around your ass is resigning, been charged, been looked at, and you still over here talking about, it wasn't me. Nigga, what is going on? I can't. So Dr. Ashwin Vasan, who led New York City out of the coronavirus. Where that man that was out there, that was outside when he wasn't supposed to be seeing all the hookers and whatnot? Is he wrapped up in this too? He was working for, I forget who. New York is a mess. So he resigned in September amid the investigations. His decision will go into effect early next year, if not sooner. Dr. Vasson said he decided to step down because he wanted to spend more time with his family. Nah. A City Hall spokesperson said the departure was unrelated to the federal inquiries, and the commissioner affirmed that in a brief interview with The Times. September 23rd, it is reported for the first time that federal prosecutors are looking into the mayor's dealings with five countries besides Turkey: Israel, China, Qatar, South Korea, and Uzbekistan. And the demand for information was made in expansive grand jury subpoenas issued in July to City Hall, the mayor, and his campaign. This information has not been previously reported. September 24th, the school's chancellor says he will resign. Is this a movie that we're watching? Is this the Truman Show? What is going on, everybody? What is going on? So David C. Banks, the chancellor of the New York City public school system, said that he would resign from his role at the end of December. It may be sooner, sir. The announcement came weeks after federal agents seized his phone. September 25th, Ocasio-Cortez has the nerve to be run off at the mouth. And then Eric Adams will be the first sitting New York City mayor to face criminal charges. I'm thoroughly exhausted, y'all. This is not what I'm supposed to be doing right now. Shout out to Gail Tellerico. Ho! Tellerico. Ho! Thank you, hon. Shout out to you. I appreciate you. She said, I'm on the edge of my seat. Maybe Turkey will save him and the illegals. Maybe they'll allow him to come and give him what Russell gets being in Bali. Lord, help your people. Let me see if there's any news reporting anything, y'all. This too much. This is just too damn much. Oh.
Wait to see what happens. Because remember this, he needs to fill out resigned. How is he going to get people to take these jobs if he's under a cloud?
And how does the city continue to run under this kind of situation?
Well,
right?
he has an argument to that. He says, I've been investigated since November. Crime is down, jobs are up, I got a record. That's his answer.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll go with that for now. To be continued for sure. Marcia, thank you.
Marcia, thank you for that insight. Let's continue our coverage now with Hofstra University law professor James Sample. Professor, we don't know what these charges are just yet. The indictment remains sealed. But do you think that they must be pretty serious if you're going to charge a sitting mayor of New York City?
Christine, I do think that is likely the case. And I think that what we know about the Southern District of New York and federal prosecutors in general is that they are not likely to bring a case against a prominent figure unless they really feel that they've got the entire thing buttoned up very tightly. We don't know. They're essentially, part of the complexity here is that there are 4 separate investigations. The 3 primary investigations and the 3 likely sources of the charges, or one of the 3, this seems like the most likely and the one that's being reported as, according to the insiders who seem to have sources on this, that this is tied to likely Mayor Adams acting as an unregistered foreign agent, and particularly vis-a-vis his relationship with members of the Turkish government and Turkish nationals funneling campaign contributions to him in exchange for some official action. But as Marcia said, corruption charges are very, very difficult to prove. And even on appeal, as she said, where there have been some convictions, it is difficult to establish that the official act, the quid pro quo that was taken in response to even foreign donations, is one that can be categorized as corrupt as opposed to politics as usual. This will be an interesting matter for sure.
Professor, before we let you go, what are the mechanics of what happens next? The indictment is unsealed. Then what happens to the mayor? Does he go into a courtroom? Does he face a judge? What happens?
Turn himself in.
The indictment is likely to be unsealed tomorrow. It appears that Mayor Adams will probably negotiate a surrender. That may be tomorrow. It may be early next week. If he's ultimately in a position where he has to resign, then Jumaane Williams, the public advocate, would take over, and Williams would have to call for a special election, which would be 80 days within the 80 days after Williams called for it.
And then there's another election that's already scheduled for next year. That would take place as well.
Correct.
Okay, exactly how many mayors we would have at the same time, it's almost unclear.
One step at a time.
Exactly.
One step
do
at
it
a
that way.
time.
Professor, thank you so much. We appreciate it tonight.
Thank you, Professor. And do stay with CBS News New York as we continue to cover this historic indictment. Our morning team will be on top of any developments overnight, and our live team coverage starts tomorrow at 4:30 a.m.
In just a moment here, a theft in broad daylight. A suspect gets away with a woman's wheelchair, but police come to the rescue. We speak with
who's outside Gracie Mansion with a look at what the mood is like there tonight. I've heard it's quiet. Is there anything going on right now, Sharon?
Well, I wouldn't exactly call it quiet. There is a media frenzy outside here, outside the gates of Gracie Mansion, and we've seen a black SUV that is similar to the one that the mayor usually rides in, but I couldn't say for sure if he was in that SUV. The NYPD here, as they always are, and of course, a lot of people who live in this neighborhood coming over to see what's going on. Now, Mayor Adams, before all of this started happening, we were working on another story because as Morgan and all of us have been mentioning, a number of the mayor's inner circle in succession, including his chief counsel, the police commissioner.
Why do y'all so badly want my attention? Why do y'all so badly want my attention? Why? Help me understand, Apollo. Why do you want my attention? Why? I leave you alone. I leave you alone. I don't block you. You know, sometimes, I feel like we joke back and forth and, but we here talking about Mayor Eric Adams, and here you come, another nigga talking about Donald fucking Trump. Why is Donald Trump in you coloreds' brains all the damn time? Help me understand that, Apollo. If you got something to say, help me understand why you and the rest of the coloreds is so asphyxiated, just so focused on Donald Trump. And then you trying to push that off on me. I'm not thinking about Donald fucking Trump. Y'all always thinking about him. You should answer that question. I'm here trying to show these people what's going on with Eric Adams, and here you come talking about Donald fucking Trump. We're talking about Mayor Eric Adams and what's going on in New York. New York is basically falling apart, and y'all still can't get it off your brain. Y'all still can't get it off your brain, and you think that I'm the problem? You think that I'm the problem when y'all just you really need, you and Migo and everybody else need to go find a damn psychiatrist. You actually probably should find someone that replaces brains, because y'all really have a problem and you're trying to project it onto me. I'm not sure why you think that I'm your problem or I'm any other colored's problem. I am only responsible for my coloreds, okay? And my coloreds are the ones that I care about. Nobody else. You coloreds gonna do what you're gonna do, and I will allow you. I don't care, because I have no control over no one but myself. I don't even have control over my coloreds. They ain't gonna listen to me. Trust me when I tell you they ain't gonna listen to me, because kids are a pain in the ass, okay? But Apollo, you and everyone else cannot control me ever, never, no way. Ever, never, no way. Ever. I don't think about you. I don't think about Migo. I don't think about any of you other coloreds that think that what you say means anything to me. I will vote for whoever the entire fuck I want to. And if I was an undercover MAGA, then that's what the fuck I would be. I still don't have to explain anything to you or anyone else. Because my life, I don't know you. My life will go on. And when I get up off of this mic, after I lay you out a little bit more, I'm still going to forget about you until you make another dumbass comment. I live in y'all's brains for some reason, along with Donald Trump. So in actuality, you all are the problem. Somebody on YouTube that you don't know from a can of fucking paint. Somebody that has absolutely no basis, no type of imprint on your life whatsoever. Is not feeding you, is not fucking you, is not financing you, is doing absolutely nothing to you or for you, around you, about you, or nothing. And I'm living in your fucking brain along with Donald Trump. And you think I'm the problem. Wow. Wow. Child, I just turned over 30,000 people, child. I'm happy about that. I always love how you coloreds think you're going to tell somebody else what they're going to do and you never look in the fucking mirror. You don't see how fucking ridiculous you look. You don't see how absolutely insane you sound, but then gonna have the nerve to talk about undercover MAGAs. You niggas sound worse than the damn MAGAs at the end of the daggone day. Ain't no MAGA ever come to me and say shit to me. Ain't no white person ever come to any comment or any chat to call me a nigger. Ain't called me nigger. Ain't said nothing to me badly or nothing. Not nothing. Even when I talk about white people, never, ever, ever have they done it. But you coloreds who supposedly like coloreds, who supposedly want to save coloreds, who supposedly care about coloreds, always bothering me, and I'm colored, nigga. Nigga, I'm colored too. I'm not offended by that word because nigga, the NAACP gonna use it, I'm gonna use it too. So all y'all with your fake ass, you shouldn't use the word color because what it means, fuck you. When you get your kids to stop saying nigga, that's when I stop saying colored, okay? So go on and carry your ass to bed. Dream about me, nigga. Okay, because that's all about what you gonna get. And know that you are the actual problem because you worried about me, a person that you don't know from a can of motherfucking paint. You worrying about Donald fucking Trump, another person that you will never see in person, ain't got no bearing on your life, unless maybe he does become president. But all you bitch ass niggas that are fucking scared because you pussy as fuck because you think that somebody gonna put you back in chains. That's how pussy you are. You depending on what the ancestors did and you ain't willing to do an nth of anything that they have done. So just imagine if Donald Trump does become president and you pussy ass motherfuckers are gonna go hide under a daggone rock because you punk at the end of the day. You won't take none of that conversation and all this bullshit to no white channel. You won't take that bullshit over to the KKK. You won't take that shit over to any other channel on YouTube that is actually racist because I don't go searching for shit that doesn't do me well because I know that I have no control over no one except myself. But somehow, some way, you niggas think that you control somebody. Let me tell you the last person that you would control in case there is someone in your house that you do control. Let me tell you who you don't control. Me, bitch. Okay? So unsubscribe or don't subscribe. I don't give a fuck either way. I'm not going to block you, nigga, because that's all I need to say. And you'll do something else again and I'll have to lay your ass out and entertain these people with it. Okay? Because that's all y'all really do at the end of the day is you give me more content. You give me more content. It gets out and that's how we are where we are now. And I can grow organically. I'm good with it. For that other bitch that thinks that I'm worried about being at like 100 or 200,000, I am in no rush for nothing. I am in no rush for nothing. I'm Gucci. I'm Gucci. Okay? So if there's a woman with you, go fuck her and leave me the fuck alone. Back to Eric Adams.
Commissioner, the school's chancellor, the health commissioner, all resigning, and in the school chancellor's case, retiring, and all of that, this drip, drip, drip seemed to be accelerating. But as I said, we saw the mayor today. He was also interviewed on a local news station, giving no indication that this might be coming down.
I want to introduce you to the incoming chancellor. Chancellor, Lissa.
Was it the incoming and outgoing? Was it the incoming and outgoing chancellor at the same damn time? I'm sorry. Well, we know this lady was on out of here, child. Is this the Asian lady right here, child? I can't keep up. It's too many people. It's too much.
Jealous Ramos.
Mayor Adams welcoming the incoming schools chancellor.
I have your back. And we're going to get stuff done.
Melissa Aviles Ramos will take over after Chancellor David Banks retires at the end of December. He says his departure before the end of the school year was planned and had nothing to do with the federal investigations swirling around top staffers at City Hall or the raid on his home that he shares with his partner, Deputy Mayor Sheena Wright.
After 40 years, I'm tired. And that's the God's honest truth.
Banks is one of 4 top leaders who recently decided to
we gonna be getting to know them chop.
leave the Adams administration, a list that includes the health commissioner, the police commissioner, and the mayor's chief counsel. These ongoing federal probes have
Ooh, there they all are. Look at us doing the work. We didn't seen them all. This one look. This Sheena Wright. She looked like a little bit like Lord, Vanessa Williams. Child, I don't remember Anthony Miranda. That's a new one, child. He looked like he should be an oppressor. Yeah, we got Tom, and then poor Brianna. Career ruined. Career ruined. Shout out to Mayor Eric Adams.
Engulfed top-level members of the Adams team and their relatives. The mayor himself had to briefly surrender his phones relating to whether his campaign took foreign donations. No one has been charged with any wrongdoing.
I haven't seen a case where so many investigations are swirling around the orbit of one individual in the name of the mayor.
The shakeups at City Hall attracting attention in Washington. Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez tweeting in part, "I do not see how Mayor Adams can continue governing New York City," adding, "For the good of the city, he should resign." Mayor Adams responded to her tweet in an interview on News 12.
I don't listen to those comments that come from just basically a no-show congresswoman.
The mayor is getting some support from House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries.
Hakeem, you might want to dial that back, Ninja. You might want to dial that back, Ninja. Shout out to Chris the Creative up in here. Shout out to all of y'all being here late night. What time is it? Almost 11:30 EST, child. Thank you so much, honey. He said, "Are your people black or those who are righteous and seek to do right?" I'm guessing the latter. Support blackity black, no matter how wrong they are. Child, I don't know what's going on around here. Everybody crazy. I'm going to just leave it at everybody crazy, okay? Woo! Lord, help your people. Hakeem, might want to dial that back, boo.
Eric Adams is working as hard as he can to be the best mayor possible and meet the needs of the residents of New York City.
Given what we know now, listening to Hakeem Jeffries, as far as I can tell, the language that he used earlier today. Now, as we said, we have not seen Mayor Adams come out here at Gracie Mansion. We have seen a number of SUVs, typical in the ones that he usually rides in, come and go from here, but we can't say for sure whether he was in one or he is still inside here at Gracie Mansion. But I think it bears repeating. He did release a statement tonight that says, in part, "If I am charged, I am innocent and I will fight this." That part of a statement released earlier tonight. That's the very latest from Gracie Mansion. As I said, as soon as we get new information, of course, we will bring it to you. For now, I'll send it back to you in the studio.
Welcome back.
This is too much. It's too much. Shout out to Saint Hudson. I appreciate you. She said they all look like Nino Brown's disciples. Child, I can't wait to see Big Tiff doing the same thing.
I told you, this thing is bigger than Nino Brown, and I got a list of people. If I'm going down, I'm taking a whole lot of people with me.
Order in the court.
You're incapable of running this shit. Sit your $5 ass down before I make change.
That's how the memes was really going with the daggone Mayor Adams.
Leave me. You know, man. Get the fuck out.
Oh my goodness. Let's see what's going on Twitter. Let's see. JD Vance. Oh, that's not a real account. I don't think it is. Why is he acting like literally everyone in the world didn't see this coming? I'm chronically online and have never seen an Eric Adams supporter. Okay, let me see if, gotta be careful over here. Brashear Gray will pop out somewhere and I'm gonna be in trouble. Eric Adams sent armed police against defenseless American students at Columbia University. She saw what happened. This is how I found out Eric Adams got arrested. Did he get arrested? I don't think he did. Eric Adams finally going where all polyamorous people belong, federal prison. Eric Adams got indicted and they bring in garbage Andrew Yang to talk about it. Ooh. Mayor Eric Adams, Senator Bob Menendez. Democrats are okay going after the criminals in their party. Republicans are okay running the biggest convicted criminal in their party for president. See the difference? It's all a mess. It's all a mess. You see about Nancy Pelosi and her husband with the visa child? It's all a mess. Can't take it. I can't take it. How old is this? 20 minutes ago? What you got?
Live now. I'm Austin Westfall. We continue to cover this breaking story out of New York.
Wait a minute. Eric Adams don't live in the city. He living in Gracie Mansion, which looks like it's like in the suburbs or something. How come he ain't in the city? How come he ain't down the street in Manhattan? What is going on? He over here guarded home.
New York City, we're learning tonight that New York City Mayor Eric Adams was indicted by a grand jury on criminal charges Wednesday evening following escalating federal criminal investigations against his administration, nearly a year after FBI agents seized his phones, according to multiple reports. We just got a statement in from Adams himself. I want to play this out.
My fellow New Yorkers, it is now my belief that the federal government intends to charge me with crimes. If so, these charges will be entirely false, based on lies. But they would not be surprising. I always knew that if I stood my ground for all of you, that I would be a target. And a target I became. For months, leaks and rumors have been aimed at me in an attempt to undermine my credibility and paint me as guilty. Just this past week, they searched the home of our new police commissioner, looking for documents from 20 years ago, just 1 week after he joined my administration. Enough. I will fight these injustices with every ounce of my strength and my spirit. If I'm charged, I know I am innocent. I will request an immediate trials so the New Yorkers can hear the truth. New Yorkers know my story. They know where I come from. I have been fighting injustice my entire life. That fight has continued as your mayor. Despite our pleas, when the federal government did nothing as its broken immigration policies overloaded our shelter system with no relief, I put the people of New York before party and politics. Now, if I am charged, many may say I should resign because I cannot manage the city while fighting the case. I can also understand how everyday New Yorkers will be concerned that I cannot do my job while I face accusation. But I have been facing these lies for months since I began to speak out for all of you and their investigation started. Yet the city has continued to improve. Make no mistake, you elected me to lead this city, and lead it I will. I humbly ask for your prayers and your patience as we see this through.
Prayers, child.
God bless you. God bless the city of New York. Thank you.
All right, so there's Mayor Adams' response. We don't know exactly when that was taped. We do know that we have a live look outside the governor's mansion in New York City. Details about the exact accusations in the indictment are still unclear as the indictment is sealed, but sources tell Fox 5 New York that it will be unsealed on Thursday morning. Welcome back and Alive now.
This can't be good for election purposes. This cannot be good for election purposes, child, okay? But what do I know? Shout out to Forever for Always for Life. Thank you so much for letting us know that Gracie Mansion is in Manhattan. All right, cool. Well, shout out to him. Thank you for the info. I appreciate you. So I forget who was telling me about what happened in California. So let me go ahead and read this because every video says that they got a warning, and I don't want that on the video. Okay. So retired Judge Stuart Rosenwasser deletes Orange County home as FBI arrived to arrest him. Well, we got one white person on White People Wednesday, even though it's almost over. Wednesday's almost over. So this was this morning. Oh my God. This says New York, a former prosecutor and retired judge in Orange. Oh, y'all meant in New York? I thought you meant in California. What in the world? I hope he ain't got nothing to do with Eric Adams. A former prosecutor and retired judge retired in Orange County, New York, deleted himself Tuesday as the FBI arrived at his home to arrest him. Authorities arrived at Stuart Rosenwasser's house in Campbell Hall, a senior retirement community, in connection to a corruption case, law enforcement sources told ABC News. Rosenwasser, 72. Shout out to Primetime. He said Diddy in there telling. Diddy in there talking about Rosenwasser, and then they said, "Oh, we going to get him, child." You crazy? Shout out to everybody who is here. Y'all crazy. Rosenwasser had 72 had been under investigation for allegedly taking $63K. That's it. $63K. Oh Lord. Sources say Rosenwasser pointed a weapon at an agent who fired a shot. Rosenwasser then barricaded himself and is believed he fatally took care of it. A federal grand jury indicted Rosenwasser on bribery charges, accusing him of launching an investigation in 2022 when he was working in the DA's office to help a longtime associate. The man, known as Marty Soudani, accused his nephew of stealing nearly $2 million from him. In a text, Rosenwasser allegedly said, "I'm putting maximum effort into this. We will utilize all available assets." Oh, you was talking Sugar Honey Iced Tea, were you? Court documents show copies of money orders and checks made out to the lawyer. And in another exchange, Rosenwasser allegedly wrote, "I will always protect you and help you." Rosenwasser abruptly resigned from the Orange County District Attorney's Office in June. In a statement, his former boss said, "It is truly heartbreaking that it ended this way. My heartfelt condolences go out to his family." The FBI released the following statement. The FBI is reviewing an agent-involved SHO-ting that occurred earlier this morning in Campbell Hall in New York. The FBI takes all incidents involving our agent seriously. In accordance with FBI policy, the incident is under review by the FBI's Inspection Division. As this is an ongoing matter, we have no further details to provide. It's been an interesting day, y'all. It's been an interesting day. Shout out to Azrael, his name the first. This is like an HBO series. It never ends. It never ends. This is crazy. This is crazy, child. I'm scared to go to bed. I don't know what I'm gonna miss. But if the indictment gets unsealed tomorrow, that's what we streaming tomorrow. Okay. If not, we still gonna stream Jill Stein and Angela Rye on The Breakfast Club, and shout out to Bunker TV who did a video. Shout out to Bunker about it. And it was worse than I thought. I can't stand Angela Rye's voice, but I would, before I close out here, I would like to say that her, and as we've seen, DL and Ricky and Roland are doing a lot for a non-Black woman in order for y'all to vote for a non-Black woman. And people need to ask themselves why, instead of trying to say that I'm the problem. Black people need to be asking more questions instead of just going along with the get along. But y'all, what do I know? Anyway, y'all, I gotta go to bed. I gotta go work tomorrow. All right. But we live streaming tomorrow. I appreciate y'all. Thank you for coming back. Thank you for hanging out. Please make sure you hit the like button, subscribe if you are new. I see you all in the next one.